back to Story Theory Satisfactory. We are on day 11 of our Advent calendar. So let's open this up, and this is another premium skin. So I believe this skin, customizer skins, can be applied to the factory cart, truck, drone for a merry look. Oh, I know, I need a Wonder Star. Alright, well, I don't have a Wonder Star, and I also can't make a Wonder Star because I don't have the manufacturer unlocked. We'll get that done before FICSMAS is over, trust me. But I wanted to show you kind of what I've been working on. So I have this concept for level 2, and I like it so far. I don't really know what to do with these just yet, these stone pillars that we have. Maybe I actually bring them up and kind of just cap them off against another... Oh. Like I could, I guess, put another block here, put a block here, and then just kind of connect them with an angled block, I guess. I'm not sure what to do about that, but I like the way the roof is coming together. It's kind of getting angled towards the middle, so I like that. I also added this down here that I kind of like a little walkway to come out and just look around, kind of look at what we've done so far. And then I'll show you what I did on the other side. So yeah, these areas are going to be where the conveyors go up to level 2. And I like this look of them kind of being behind glass so you can see what we're doing. And this here gives the build some nice depth, even though it's just like a boring concrete wall. However, if you go on the outside, I just rotated the 4x4 ramps to give them a little bit of a different look for this. Kind of create a little bit of depth. And the windows over there, I didn't really know what to do with that because if I use the flat windows, it kind of it phases into the wall, and then we have Zed fighting, and it looks kind of gross. I don't know what I want to do with this yet. That wall, I just kind of put that there as a for now situation. But the goal of today, since my miner video is for some reason getting just ass loads of views, I don't know why. The blueprint video. Today, I want to take down these miners here, and I want to replace them with a Quartz crystal and Silica miner blueprint facility. So I'm actually going to connect these two, and I'm going to make it just a fairly small manufacturing floor. I'm going to have all the constructors, you know, up on probably the second floor, and then it's going to come in over here, which I don't know why we're on. There we go. I need this. And then over here, this is where we're going to connect it right into this wall. So even before I get anything going, we're going to make sure that, number one, like always, we have to be on the world grid. And it has to line up with our current facility. We're going to do now. We're going to get that all set up. We're also going to get the, potentially the wall set up here, because I'd like the wall to start right here. Actually, maybe we'll come out and we'll go over one. Because then we're glitching into the rock just a little bit, which I really don't like. Let's see here. Need the open 4x4, which is not in that category, from the Structural Solutions mod, once again. So we're going to be using this one to get pretty much everything across. And I don't want to use the normal frame. Let me go and show you why. So if I use the normal frame, you can tell right there. Come on, ping, please. It's this one. Right there and right there. It cuts right through and clips that. I don't like that. Instead, I'm going to basically be making our own frame. So we could either do the open frame concept here, which I kind of like, or we go ahead and do a frame floor there. And then so this is going off of, actually, let me grab this. So is that, I gotta make sure I don't fall off the edge. So that's going right down to the bottom. Okay, it's perfect. That's what I want. It's also inside facing instead of outside facing, so they line up nicely. And then this needs to go up. Up. And then let's go down to right there. Should be pretty spot on. We're still off by a little bit. So, you know what? We are actually going to use the... So we're going to use the open-faced frame as a guide to what we do here because it lines up perfectly. You can kind of see that underneath. Like, it's kind of clipping through the ramp just slightly right there, but it puts us right on track to be perfectly in line with that wall. Which is good. That's what we wanted. Okay, now we can just... Yep, I want this frame floor. Okay, so that's above. That's actually going into there. And this one, I wonder if, is that just slightly below? It looks like it's spot on. Let me check. Not foundation. I want this. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Yeah, that looks good right there. That looks good. See, I want it to be like this. Unfortunately, I can't do that going that way, so I'm going to lock it. There we go. And then you just delete that guy. So now this is all set up. That looks good. All those are locked into place the way they should be. And they're locked into the correct orientation that they should be. I do it like that. See, for some reason, with the frames, you can't get it to be perfectly in line if you start on the beam. But if you start inside the beam, it works. Don't know why. But that looks good. Besides, okay, that wall is actually clipping in slightly. Hang on. Why did that do that? Is this wall clipping in slightly too? Yeah, it is. Hang on, that shouldn't be happening. Should not be clipping in. So that's definitely clipping in. We want it to be... Okay, we're gonna have to do... No, we want it to be like... Oh, maybe like this? Is that right? That's right. That's what we wanted. We had to go from the top. That's why. Okay, that's my fault. My mistake. And now, can I get rid of the open frame that we have here? It doesn't look like I can see it. Maybe. Nope, I can't. That's fine. Whatever, we can leave the open frame. It just phases in with everything else, and then we can continue out these frames this way. Unfortunately, because of the angle here, we're probably going to be meeting up with, like, the back end of this facility. Let me see. Let me just grab, not the foundation. Let me grab one of these guys. There we go. We're just going to zoop this out real quick. I just want to see where this actually ends up. Okay. That could work. I don't particularly love that it's going to be out so far. Let's see. That's actually not too bad. It's like right above the miner. Give me these real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we could make that work. I think we could make that work. Especially if I'm taking these and going up a level and then coming over and going that way. I think we could make that work. We could add a couple of support beams into the mountain on the right there when it just comes out. We could also add a couple of support beams like right before here. And then maybe we could even get rid of this power tower and just have maybe actually put the power tower back on this side and have a wire go from here all the way up to the facility. And then I'm hopefully going to show you what I want to do with the power setup as well. So this is going to work. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring everybody else over from our system over here. So we're going to bring over... I want the frame wall, and I want it to be in line with the other one. Go ahead and go out 10. I want this one in line with that one. Is that in line? It looks like it from my mediocre eyes. That 10. And this will also get rid of this nasty looking walkway here. And the frame floor, which is also on. Okay, cool. So that's done. I like that. Big fan. Let's get rid of this. Now, the problem we got here is that this walkway right here that I made, the outlook, is not actually in line with this. It is not perfectly in line. So, let's go to the stuff we don't have. Let's go to the stuff we don't have. The awesome shop will be the death of me. Seriously, I went around yesterday and I got one, really? I got 3, technically. That might be enough to get a halfling door. I went around and brutally murdered so many creatures. Just the violent ones. The ones that give you DNA. And it still wasn't enough. I had to... What did I give up? I sunk all my smart plating that I have. So I had like, I don't know, 50 smart plating left over or something. I just sunk that. Also, the truck station obviously works because it's a crap ton of coal in there. I redid the path too. I mean, it's the same exact path that we had last time. It is just slightly better looking. Oh, here he comes. Look, speak of the devil. So, it's just a little bit cleaner. Conveyor walls. Door. Halfling doorway. That's only one. Cool. So, what else do we want? I feel like I want... What did I want on the customizer? The metal roof. That's what I wanted. I only have 3 and it costs 4! Crap. Well, we're gonna have to wait. I'll just get this. Because I need to finish off the design for the garage over there. Oh, hit the hole. Nice. Okay. So, we got this nice doorway. And that's going to clip in pretty good to this. Unfortunately, that is not where I need it to go. I need it to go here. Which still doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great. How do we deal with this little nubbin here? Oh. Go that way. Okay, don't listen to me. That's fine. How do we deal with this? Because this gap from here to here is probably only one of these wide, right? Yeah, if it was just... What happens? What does it look like if we just move it over? What does it look like? And you can't even fit through there. Like, as a person, I can't fit through there. Stop. Actually... now I'm torn. Because this would be perfect right there. It's too big. It might fit a little bit better with the theme we got. No, I kind of like this. Kind of like this instead. Let's see. Do we have anything else that we could potentially use to fill in that little bit of a gap? What about this? There we go. So I'm thinking maybe instead of a square walkout, what if that's not really not gonna work either. Made a bunch of those for some unknown reason. Okay, regardless, I'll come back to this gap later. I'm not super concerned about it, just like mostly concerned about it. Let's get our other wall in, our full framed window, and put that on the side of this guy. Boom, phases into the rock wall, and we're good. Now, we need the straight crossing. Need it to go here. Actually, I might be able to move this back. Hang on. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. There's our ramp. So high. Alright. Yeah. You can't be nudged. I get it. And nudge. Too much nudge. Alt. Okay, we might have to... so we're going to have to get rid of that little concrete bit there, which is fine. That's not a big deal. However, what is a big deal, in my opinion, actually, I'm just gonna get rid of that now because it's throwing me off. It's throwing off my game. Yeah. Yep. So you want to be like that, but I want you to be better than that. Let's go back this way slightly, down slightly. That's okay. We still gotta go up a little bit. Okay, alright. What about there? That looks decent. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. Well, we didn't die. So that's a plus. Get me up there. There we go. And we didn't fall that far. I just wanted to look at it. To make sure it's in the right spot. That's all I wanted. It doesn't look too bad from up here. You know what? Let's give her a shot. What does it look like from the inside? Okay, from the inside we got a slight amount of clipping right there. That's not bad, but I don't like that. So we're gonna do this again. Turn, turn, turn. Up, 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 up. And back, 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 back. Down, down, down. Back, back. Okay. Neat. Get in. There we go. So, I think we need to turn it just a little bit more. We go back a little bit more down. That might be it. And that's it. Look at that. Look at that transition right there. Oh, beautiful. Everything lines up and it's just fantastic. Okay, and this also lines up beautifully as well. So let's hop down. I'm gonna do it on purpose this time, maybe. Maybe, let me in the hole. Nice. And we're not clipping through the bottom either. Oof. Oof, so good. All right, cool. So that looks nice. Now we are ready to continue our pathway. Players in the way, sorry about that. Why? Why would it do that? Why would it go backwards? Why would it do that? So dumb. Oh my god, why? 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 Why would you do something so heinous? Literally went backwards on me. That was so dumb. And it's all the way down in the bottom of my facility now. Why would this happen? Look at this. Oh god. Can I please delete it from down here? Thank you. Oh my Lantis. This is just... I have no idea why that happened. That was terrible. Just one. Thank you. Now we go that way, don't we? That way. I guess I can prevent that next time by standing on this. So that way it can't come backwards. Let's see how far out we actually have to go here. Oh, that's right. About... Is that 8? Looks like 8. Don't screw up the jump. Nice. I did it. 8, it appears. It appears to be 8. It is 8. Nice. Let's jump back up here if we can. No, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself, huh? I know that we're going to be using the experimental wire floor. So, that, and like that. There we go. Now I can stand on it. Pop up here. We need another 10, and then we need another 6, because these guys are 4x4. There. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're not very far out from the facility, so I think the facility is going to come out this way and kind of block off a little bit of that cliff. So we're 25 minutes in. I haven't deconstructed anything yet. The facility, the blueprint, is not going to look the same as it does over there, though. I'm going to leave this walkway here. I'll probably end up using it again. So, am I going to have room for all this stuff? Definitely not. So, instead, we are going to allow the... We're going to continue to allow the awesome sinks to go, because this is exactly what's going to happen here. Let's get rid of that. What else can I get rid of in my inventory? I guess I can get rid of all of those. I'll take those miners back, because I'll need them. And then... I don't even need all this quartz crystal. Like, this is so much quartz crystal, and we're still just going to be using more anyways. But let me go back up here real quick, put some of my inventory into some boxes over here. Oh, I'll put all the Christmas stuff in one. If it fits. Okay, it does. And then, let's see. Might as well just fill this one up with quartz and silica. Also, that one, I've been playing so much and just leaving it on the background that steel manufacturer down there was completely full of steel pipes. Like, that one little guy that's all the way over at our coral facility was just... He was just making pipes, man. Just making them. All day and night. That's all he did. And then I had a full container. I had a full container's worth. So I changed him back to beams, and he's going to be making us steel beams for the foreseeable future. Let's see. Do I get a box from this? I do not. Nice. Okay. What about the silica over here? Probably get a box from this. Yep, there it is. There's my crate. Let's organize this. We don't really have all that much quartz and silica. But I can get rid of that. And then that gives me a little bit of more space. Actually, I don't want to delete that yet, or that, or that. Because I gotta get over here to get my crate. What's in this? So much silica. I need that Caterium, probably at some point. Alright, let me run back. Put all of the quartz crystals in here. Put all of the silica in there. Because we don't want to lose that. We will use it. The silica is used in all of our windows, and the quartz crystal is used in all of our signage. Which, as you can tell, I'm pretty big on. I use it a lot. I mean, these walkways just make it so easy to get around the facility. Like, having dedicated walkways to your entire build. Should always do that. Should always either do the catwalks or kind of the areas that I have. It just makes everything a little, definitely cleaner. It makes it nicer to get around. That way you can actually run and jump and you're not running into a ton of things. Alright, what are we full on this time? Why did I just get a crate there? I'm not even full on stuff. I have an inventory of 600. What do you mean? That's weird. Oh shoot, this is gonna shut down. If we don't have this connected to something. Let's just bring this over here real quick. Can I hook it up to this? It's gonna be too long, isn't it? Yeah, the wire's too long. That's fine. Hook it up. There we go. Okay. So that's just giving our garage over there power, which definitely needs to keep the tractors running. I want to delete that. Foundations gone. Other foundations also gone. Okay, so we are ready for the build. First thing I'm going to do is bring this down, and this will be our guide to our global grid, the world grid. This is going to be our guide. So all the build will start off of this. And I think I'll start right here actually. Let's bring this one down as well. Let's get a floor in there. It needs to go up, down. And that's should be perfectly in line. Then I can get rid of this one. Actually start from the top. That's not in line either. One of these is not lined up correctly. I know it's not that one. It's not that one either, so this one just isn't lining up right. Why is that? It should be... okay, that's fine. I'll just have to go up there at some point and delete. Maybe I can do it from right here. Nice. Alright. Just had to delete that one. Doing this from the ground is not ideal, I'm gonna be honest. Don't know why I don't use these more often. This one to be the end cap. Go somewhere over yonder. That? Like that. Okay, good. We got this in. We got our world grid started. Now let us begin. Off of this, I'm going to come out a little bit, and then I'm going to build like that. So this way we know that this foundation is on the world grid, and we know that it's going to line up well with this. So this is going to be our first block that we're doing, and we're going to be doing this whole entire thing out of concrete. Production-wise, let's get this guy here, and then try and put our miner down and get it lined up right. So it's definitely lined up. So that's good. In that orientation anyways, that one's lined up. So good there. And that one, I am missing encased industrial beams. That's what I'm missing. Oh yeah, these were Mark 1s. These weren't even Mark 2s down here. I can make so many encased industrial beams now. I think I only needed 8, maybe 12. I don't know. That should be enough. Yeah. Okay. So, if this is going to be our factory floor, I'm going to get it as a 1. I'm going to delete this, have this be a 1, and then I'm basically going to build out from here. Because I know this is on the world grid. I know this is also 1 meter, so I have this nice area below it where I can potentially do some logistics if I want. I don't think I'm gonna do any. I think I'm probably just gonna grab this and come up to this floor, because this is gonna be a relatively small factory. Now, for this miner, we're gonna have to go over slightly. And I want him to be in line this way, which he is. Okay. So then, let's get our half foundations down. That'll come over pretty well into his area. This should work. God, I hate doing it right in the middle, though. It's gonna give us those nice tight corners, but I hate putting these half foundations in the middle. That's okay. Didn't want that. Putting this in the middle just doesn't bode well for me, because I'm gonna have to do something wonky. I'm gonna have to do something like this to get us back to the world grid. The world 4 meter grid. And then that's gonna be half. I guess I can make it work. Then we got Zed fighting here. Now, instead, why don't we just make this drop a little bit bigger? Don't get me wrong, we could tighten that up. Maybe I will. But I'll think about it. Because we could even tighten this up, too. Then, this is actually only off by 1. 1 grid length, which I think is 20. Actually, I think it's 50 millimeters or 100 millimeters. I can't remember. I think it's 100. Maybe we could do that. Because now this one's down by 2. I'd still have to do it this way. So we're gonna get some goofy Zed fighting in here. But that's okay. 270. Before I forget to do this. 270. What kind of shape are we gonna do here? As far as the facility goes, because all I'm doing is quartz and silica here. Can't really make anything else at the moment. So maybe we come out and around this one and kind of have like an L-shaped facility that at the top of the L is what exports. Might not be bad. Because for this, we can only go this far, then we gotta go over. And this side, we're going to be 1 off or 2 off. This side's pretty tight. that will line up better with the end. I'm okay with this. Because then, do this guy, and these bad boys pop out right here. I think I need to go up. One. There we go. They come down, but that's okay. Or we know how to do this better. We know how to do this better. Boom. That's how you do that. Okay, now let's do this guy. We have to use the half here as well. 1, 2, is that going to get us there? It is, just slightly. Now, how do we want to do this? Because that's not good. That's just in... that looks better. These half foundations, man. The way of the future. The way of the satisfactory future. Okay. And then for this... let's delete that. Snap this half on. And then instead of being like that... I'm just gonna back it in. Just back it up. Just back it up right in there. Alright, there we go. Now, how are we looking as far as shape? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now, what if I cap this off? We're gonna need a halfie there, which is fine. I can't see which way it's facing. The squares got to be facing in. They have to be. And they are. Okay, kind of digging this little L shape we got going on here. So with the L shape, we can. This side's slightly fatter than that side. What is this? This is 3 foundations wide. That one's only 2. So we need to put. We need to put another foundation over there. Because technically these are the same. In terms of width coming off the miner, we just have these extra couple here, which lead into this bad boy. And that's how we get up. So what if instead of that, so now we're 2 foundations, right? 2 foundations on each side. And instead of doing that, why don't we just come over one? I'll do it this way. And then this will drop down here and become... shoot, which one is it? Which one does this line up with? Okay, it lines up with that one, so I gotta get rid of this guy on this side. I guess I could have figured out if I had just looked up. And then our catwalk can come right down as well. I think this is where I want to be. I'm gonna get rid of that one inside. This guy is correct. Factory floor. Need to go up, 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 down. Found one. That should be on. Looks like it is. This. Nice. Come down to this. And then push this back. Yes. Yes, maybe? I don't know. There's a little bit of weird clipping there at the bottom. Let's see. What do we got in frames that might help us? Really want the double. Don't really want the triple double. Alright, whatever. This works. Yes. I'm gonna go with yes, this works. Okay. Cool. Alright. Now we got this nice L shape here. We have our stuff coming in. We're going to be producing 270 raw quartz per minute out of here. And, oops, okay, that's fine. I need to be down here anyways. In too steep, and it's not correct. I feel like this is off just a little bit. Can't tell. Okay. Must be on now. I mean, it works, so must be. So we got both of these bad boys coming this way. Come on. Come on, snap, baby. Snap for me. Thank you. Why are we slightly off there? Oh, we are slightly off. Okay. I was like, why are we slightly off on that side, but not this side? Makes no gosh darn sense. Put it on the back side of the miner so nobody sees the atrocity that is not being perfectly aligned. There's that. God, the nudge feature. The MVP of all of my builds, to be honest. Now, since we got this 4x4 structure here, I could actually have everything go back under and go out there and then up. That might work. As long as I can do... As long as I can do this. This might work. Yeah, that works. That works, and that connects there. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so eventually we'll have everything come back down. Probably have everything go up, and then turn around, come back down. Okay, let's industrial rail off this so we're not mistakenly falling down into the dungeon that's down here. This area is actually off by 1. It is. That guy over there is off by 1. One half of a half a foundation. It's off by. It's a little bit tighter than this one. That's fine. There's still 2 foundations wide. That's all that matters. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So that's all that matters. Now, for the construction of these guys, we're going to be pushing out quartz crystals and silica. One will be dedicated to one will be dedicated to the other, depending on how the math works out. Because the silica takes 22.5 raw quartz per minute, and this takes 37.5. So they're actually inversed. So the quartz crystal takes more raw quartz, the silica takes less raw quartz, outproduces more silica. So as long as we get a factor that takes in 270 per minute, 270, is that what we're looking at? Yes. As long as we take something in that takes 270 resources per minute, we'll just do the inverse for the opposite side. So let's see. That takes, 270 divided by... what are we looking at? 270 divided by 75. That's 3.6. Let's see if we jack these all the way up. That's 93.75. Bad math. Bad math. Alright, well, if we do it to 60... Oh, crap. Press the wrong button. If we get it to 60, using 60 per minute, wherever that's at, 75, getting closer, 170, 65. This is not going to be a nice number, I can already tell. Oh, okay, that's actually not a bad number. That produces 36. So this would mean 270 divided by 60, we would need 4.5 of these. Let's see. 270 is not a great number to be divisible by. Mark III belts make math hard. Well, we could do 4.5 and then just underclock one, but I think that's going to really screw up our area here. Can I get this to 90? Can I get this to 90 per minute and have it be nice? Nice. Okay. That actually works. Because that takes, so 270 divided by 90, that's 3. So I could have 3 of these lined up at 240%, which isn't bad. Okay, I'm going to copy that setting over here. Now we just got to do the inverse over here, which I think is going to give us... Wait, what's that outputting then? So that would be 54 quartz crystals times 3. That's 160 per minute. Not a ton. So silica, let's shard this bad boy up as well. Now, if I go at 240%, that's 54 per minute. That would mean I would need 5 of these, which would take up that entire 270 of raw quartz. Okay, so that's not bad. I need 3 of those, 5 of these at 240. I'm actually going to write this down instead of using signs because the signs aren't set up yet. So, silica is going to be 54 raw quartz at 240%, and that outputs 90 silica, and then the, excuse me, quartz crystals, those are taking in 90 raw quartz at 240%, and that is going to be outputting 54 quartz crystals, and I need 5 doing silica, I need 3 doing crystals. Okay, now, how can we set these up? So that way we are getting the most bang for our buck in terms of this 4x4 area, which is small. Actually, this is not even a 4x4, sorry. This is a 16x16, because that's a 4 right there, and that's a 4 right there. So we only got 16 meters to do stuff in. So realistically, we can only get 2 in here. I want to bump this out a little bit more. So we could add a line here and add a line there and then add a line on the outside and it'll still look like an L. I think we're going to have to do that. I think we're going to have to add some meters here. I think we're going to have to add some meters. This is still down by 1/2 foundation. Well, if I add 7 there, let me add this one as well. Yeah, so we're still at like a goofy 1/2 a foundation width away on either side. It's fine. Let's just cap it off. Okay, so that gives us a little bit more space. How's it looking? So that gives us 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3-ish and a half. Well, that gives us a 3x3 in the middle at least. I think we want to expand out on this side too. And I think we'll take this corner and drop it down here. Let's expand a little bit. That there. Put that there. And we'll put our halfies in. Oh, so close. Okay, I still like the look of it. It looks nice. It looks symmetrical. We got the miners in the middle, and we kind of have some empty space on the edges that we could do something cool with. But the main manufacturing floor is going to be in the center here. So, since I only need 3 of these guys, let's see if we can't put them in. Actually, making it this big, we might be able to make it 1 floor. Oh yeah, I can get 3 there. And I get 5 over here. Probably. Oh yeah, I could definitely get 5. Seems like some wasted potential, though, from expanding it that much. This is the common question. Do you want to go up or do you want to go out? We have the space to do both, because we're not really falling off the cliff there. We're not really falling off the cliff here. However, maybe I could use some of this space. Throw some sinks in. It's not quite enough space to throw a sink in beside that. On either side. I could also use this space for storage. That might not be bad. Have a couple storage containers that are taking stuff in and then exporting any of the extra. I could have it exporting to the main facility. I could have any overflow exporting to
I didn't get that.
any export going to a sink. So on these storage containers, it usually takes from the bottom one first that I've noticed, the bottom inputs. I don't know if the top input is like, per se, technically an overflow or not. But I guess I could make one. I could just make an overflow tab. Hey, so I'm jumping in here. I actually am going to cut this video into 2 parts, part 1, part 2, and maybe a part 3, depending on how far I get. And then, so that way I can show you the final result of the Quartz and Silica facility. I hope to see you in part 2.